California presents many pro-life challenges. Joining us to discuss, Kathleen Domingo, Executive Director of the California Catholic Conference. She's helped give the pro-life movement needed direction in an often unwelcoming environment. Kathleen, thank you for being with us. California has trigger bans, the opposite of what we have heard about in other states like Tennessee. Can you explain what that means?
So in California, abortion is legal pretty much all the way through pregnancy. It's certainly legal to viability, and then at that time, at any time after that, for the life and health of the mother. We also have a number of bills this year that would even expand that, making California have some of the most liberal abortion policies in the United States.
And you live in a state where the cost of living and childcare is truly expensive. Are there any plans from the pro-life movement to help at-risk women with the financial burden?
We are working on a lot of bills this year that would expand paid family leave, that would help with housing, that would help with childcare, things like that. And on the ground, we're working with a number of agencies, pro-life pregnancy centers and clinics and maternity homes, as well as other agencies throughout the state that would help people on the ground, women and children and families, make California far more affordable for them and help their families to flourish.
What does maternity home outreach look like? Is it job training associated with that, or just housing and food?
It varies by agency, but we do have many here in California that have prolonged programs that allow women to have job training, to have some counseling, to have some parenting classes, and really get them on their feet so that when they are placed in a home, they can thrive there and have a long time in permanent housing, and so their children can really flourish.
In the report before this interview, we heard about other pro-life issues in California, like the increasing number of children in foster care, high incarceration rates, and California's reputation as a corridor for human trafficking. How is the pro-life movement engaged in these issues?
We see all of these issues as priorities for the pro-life movement, and we really try to have a holistic approach, whether it's through our legislation here with the California bishops, whether it's in the dioceses as we ask people to act and do some service around all of these issues. As you said, there's so many ways to get involved. There are so many challenges, but there are also so many people working together on solutions. And our job is really to unite all of those resources, and in a particular way, to offer Catholics an opportunity to get engaged.
Kathleen, we hear a lot about women, we hear a lot about babies. What about children? Didn't Catholic adoption shut down in California? Is the church able to partner to help children find forever homes, especially with the pending change to abortion laws? Doesn't that seem a little more critical?
Absolutely. And we work with foster care agencies up and down the state. So you're right that Catholic Charities is no longer able to do foster care placement in California, but Catholic families very much are. And so we encourage them at every opportunity to get involved with their local fostering agencies and to consider that a really positive action and something that's incredibly pro-life, that helps those children and those families who are already here and already struggling. And that's something that we encourage all the way across the state.
So helping children at that age, but what about children in universities? Beginning next January, all public university student health centers must provide medication abortion services through on-site staff, telehealth services, or contracted outside providers. And there's no parental notification. What does the California Catholic Conference do about this? What's their stance on this issue?
A couple of years ago, we actually worked to support a bill, write and support a bill that mandates that those same health clinics on those same campuses can provide information on Title IX protections for pregnant and parenting students. So at least give those students a fighting chance to know what protections they have so that they don't have to choose abortion in order to feel like they can stay in college. At the same time, we're working with local Students for Life groups, other groups on college campuses, as well as campus ministries to help them understand how they can do a great job outreaching to those students and really resourcing them, encouraging them to seek help with local pregnancy centers and clinics instead of just going through the route of abortion on campus.
So offering additional resources and the life option. California then also established this California Future of Abortion Council. And it just proposed and passed the California Freedom of Access to Clinic Act, strengthening online privacy laws and creating new penalties for those outside of abortion clinics, so standing outside those advocates. How has the tech space leaned into the abortion movement?
So we're definitely seeing a lot of support throughout California, through all of our tech industries are very supportive, but through social media, through everything, really encouraging, unfortunately, in California, abortion as the choice and as the future of California. And our Catholic bishops have come out very strong, saying we see a different vision for the future of California, and we are willing to use every avenue at our disposal to help women identify really great social safety nets here in California, some provided by the state, many provided by our Catholic community or other NGOs, and to really transition and to challenge that vision and to say what we want to do is we want to show women and children and families a better path forward and how they can find those resources.
Kathleen, you live in such a challenging state for the pro-life movement. What are pro-life advocates doing differently in your state? What sets you apart?
Right now, I think we have to understand that California is under siege. There's a deluge of over 16 abortion expanding bills right now in California. And that's a new and critical moment for us. This is not status quo. So the things that we've been doing in the past, I think are wonderful. I think they're great, but it's really time for people who are pro-life in California to understand this is our moment to step up. And if we look at those abortion bills all together as one package, we see that this is a moment of critical mass where we need to come together and unite those life-affirming resources, make sure that women know how to find them, but more importantly, make sure that each and every pro-life person in our state is stepping forward and saying, I will take on this challenge and I will help accompany women and I will help make a difference in my community. It's not enough, I don't think, anymore to say someone else's job is to do that.
So spreading the information, getting the word out, but also taking personal responsibility for this pro-life movement. Kathleen, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Nice being with you today.
Same here.